Hey guys, Charlani here. Thanks so much for tuning in. So today we are tackling our pantry. I am going to actually do this in stages. So if you would have seen that what is that right word? Seen or saw? If you would have saw, I think it's if you would have seen. Anyhow, I use black contact paper in all of the cabinetry here in the kitchen. Absolutely loved the way it came out. We used black and I got white for our pantry. So before I kind of get started, I am just really wanting to see if this is gonna work for me, because I've been thinking about this for a really long time and I figure, you know what? Now is as good a time as any. So what I'm gonna do is just take one row of things out, lay the paper down, and then kind of go from there. I thought about repainting these shelves, which I don't know, we might do. Let's try the contact paper, let's see what it looks like, and then we'll kind of go from there. But you'll see that when we moved into this house, I should have covered everything with contact paper. There are other videos here on my channel of redoing this pantry. I'm trying to just clean it out, refresh it a little bit without having to take everything out. But this is just gonna be, we're playing everything by ear. I don't really have that much of a plan, but let's just sit back and take a look at the disaster that again is on this floor. It's been a busy life these last few months, and you can always tell when Rob and I get really busy because areas in the house just get uber cluttered. But you know what? Every once in a while when you come through and you do a clean and a refresh, it makes everything so much better. So, all right, we're gonna start with just taking everything out of here. We're gonna put one layer of contact paper and let's just see what it looks like. These were the two worst shelves, and I wanted to see if the contact paper would cover the stains. I noticed that the paper itself was not as thick as the black paper I used for the other kitchen cabinet, so I just needed to see if it was worth using on all the shelves. All right, so here's what we've got. And I think it'll be okay. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about it. First of all, you can still kind of see through it and you can see those marks, which means that these harder marks are gonna come through as well. So I am thinking that I'm probably gonna need to prime and paint. Oh, I don't know if I wanna do that. So, I don't know. I'm gonna think about it for a fewsies and then I'll come back to this project. I just did the second shelf and I'm thinking, good enough. I'm trying to do this in chunks so that it doesn't take 3 days to do this project. floor is all cleared off. Well, for the most part, most of this stuff stays here anyways. I will get rid of some of it, but it feels good that the floor at least is clean. I've got a bag right here. Now, how I'm gonna do is just kind of go through, look at expirations. Like, we've had those boxes of cereal, especially the ones that have been opened, probably for several months, so they're probably stale anyway. So we can get rid of some of that stuff, just kind of go in, reorganize some of these things, and just like how I did the kitchen cabinets, where I had gone in and I actually organized them and dejunked first, then I took it all out after it was already organized, and then I added in all of the contact paper. It just, for me, that absolutely worked, because the hardest thing is actually organizing for me and making sure that everything fits and everything has a place. So that's kind of what I'm going to do here, and just go through, dejunk, get everything put back where I want it, and then I'm gonna come back, take it all out. I know that seems a little counterintuitive, but like I said, the longest thing for me, and the thing that kind of gives me the most anxiety, is putting it all back and making sure that everything fits and everything is in its spot. And then I'll take a picture of it with my phone. That way I know exactly how to put it back, because really that only takes like a couple minutes. So I think that's the way to go. So I'm just gonna grab my bag. We're just gonna get in here and we're gonna start dejunking. Oh my gosh. These are like empty. Oh my gosh, that's embarrassing. Ooh. Unopened, 2022 September. Unopened, 2022 October. Oh jeez. I don't even know what to say about that. I feel like I've had this forever. This one, because I didn't even know it was back there. Ooh, 2021. This was like gold in 2021. I didn't even use it. It was so much easier for me to keep everything where it was, toss all the expired stuff, and reorganize in sections. For me, it streamlined the process because for the most part, everything was in its general area. Now, if you needed to completely reorganize your pantry and you wanted to move things around, then I definitely suggest clearing the space completely and then putting things back in their new spots. I wasn't doing that here, so this was much easier for me. We're making really good progress. This is definitely the way to go. I'm feeling really good about it. I am going to, so some of these things, obviously a lot of this stuff I'm going to keep, well not obviously, I'm telling you, a lot of this stuff I'm going to keep here. These are the tension rods. I love these. It just holds things up like that. So that will stay. This is an extra coffee maker just in case we need it. We have our K-cups, but we have that just for when we have guests. And so just some of these things will just stay. I might zhuzh things up, move things around, but for the most part, this is how we are doing it, and it seems to be working really, really well. The rest is kind of like, it's just quick touch up, put things back where I think that they should go, because that was a lot of also what this is. We do have a big bag full of stuff to toss, but for the most part, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty darn good. All right, so I just cleared away, moved some things around, kind of put all the coffee stuff in just one area right there. Kind of got these things situated. Oh, this is like I just don't know what to do with stuff. These are things that we never use, haven't used in many years, but I'm super hesitant because someday I dream of big family get-togethers and I'm gonna need all of those those buffet servers. You never know when you're gonna need a fondue pot that is that size. We have a chocolate fountain from my sister's baby shower like 8 years ago. Almost 9 years ago. But why get rid of that? That cost us a lot of money. So I'm gonna leave all of this stuff here and it's out of the way. I don't need the space, so we're just gonna go with it. All right, now that I have kind of zhuzhed everything up, put things where I wanted them to go, got rid of all the things here that were expired, now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to wipe down all of the counters or all of the shelves, and then I'm going to go ahead and we're gonna put the contact paper right on there. I've actually decided to put everything back on this shelf and this shelf. That way I will have room here on my island and we'll just do one shelf at a time. So for now, we're just gonna go ahead and get everything back right there. I was struggling hard putting this paper on. The first two shelves didn't seem that difficult, and I was eventually able to make it work, but it was so frustrating. There's probably an easier way to install this. It also didn't help that the shelves seemed to be a little bit off, but either way, this was definitely a challenge for me. All right, I've given up on the contact paper situation. I'm actually going to go get white paint. It'll make my life so much easier. Love this, but this contact paper is just, oh, it's awful. And when I'm peeling off the ends of it, it's like it kind of like peels back in chunks, and it's just, it's not anything like the black contact paper that I did all of the cabinetry in. So I am just gonna head to the store and we're gonna do a little bit of painting. And my thought is I can do some painting, then I've got a couple of things that I can go and do, and by the time I come back, the paint will be dry. And honestly, these drawers or these shelves are not even bad at all, but they do have like these chips on them. So I'm thinking just a little bit of paint just to kind of peel at the ends here, and I think that'll be good enough, because even wiped down, they're actually not bad at all. I went to Lowe's and I just got this eggshell. It is ultra white. And I just got what was right on the shelf, so I believe this should be good. I've gone ahead and I just touched up a couple of little spots right here. Looks good to me. Okay, so I painted here, here, and here. Very happy with it, and that was a good call, I think, on my part. I'm loving all the white. I have not done this section yet. I'm kind of thinking I might save all that for another day, to be honest. So we're gonna let this dry. We'll give it a couple hours, and then I'll put everything back and we'll see how I feel. But we are organized, which makes me so happy. I know this isn't like one of those designer pantries, but this is like a real life organized. These are the different kinds of foods we eat, the different kinds of baking goods we eat. Some are healthy, some are not so healthy. And listen, I see those Pinteresty pantries where everything is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and cohesive, and everything looks like it literally belongs in a catalog. That is not how we live. That is not our life at all. This is our life, and these are the things that we actually use. Some things, not as much as others. But this is our hodgepodge of items that we have accumulated over many, many, many years. These are foods that we eat. Some things, like I said, are on the healthy side. Other things are not on the healthy side. But, you know, we are a family here, and everything in this pantry are things that we actually eat. And like I said, as much as I would love to have everything color coordinated in rainbows, that would be beautiful. But for us especially, it's just not practical. And not even just for us, but for most people, it's not practical. So this is what I'm thinking is more of a practical kind of a pantry, and more of what people can relate to. So I try to keep some things like in the same area. All of our spices are in one area. We've got all of our baked goods kind of in one area. Canned things here. I do have another section for canned things. These are more the soupy type things. We've got cereal stuff up there. So I think we've got a pretty good just kind of variety of foods in here, and yeah, I love it. We are cleaned out, we are organized. Everything that is here is not expired. And like I said, it's all stuff that we use. I didn't even actually touch any of this stuff up here. I didn't need to, because it's all organized up there. Like I said earlier, we're just gonna keep all those things up there and keep them until we decide we just no longer need them in our lives. I am not ready to commit to that just yet. All right, I am done for the night. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you did. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.